Good evening, and welcome to what may be the nerdiest bar in town. We are here today to review two products together. The first is Sigio's Solid Copper Moscow Mule Mug. And the second is Amco's Enameled Aluminum Lime Squeezer. I wanted to review the two of these together because I have them together, and because if you have these and a few simple ingredients, you can make a common mixed drink known as the Moscow Mule. So, as a demonstration today of how to use these products, that's exactly what we're going to do. So I'm going to take a quick moment here to talk about the two products together. The first, of course, as I said, the Solid Copper Moscow Mule Mug from Sigio. As you can see, it's about the same size as my fist. Solid copper, so right now, while it's still brand new, it has that bright copper penny color. As it ages, it will get a little bit of the same green going on that you see on the Statue of Liberty, the patina that copper develops. It's up to you, of course, whether you want to keep the green or if you want to return it back to the copper color. Personally, I think this is a very attractive color, and I would keep it this. By contrast, the aluminum squeezer is enameled, as it says. When the pieces knock together, you can definitely hear that they're made out of metal, but to hold them, they feel like plastic, except, of course, that they're really, really solid when they come together. You can hear that's definitely metal moving parts there. So you need these two components, as I say, plus some simple ingredients to make a Moscow Mule. So, to demonstrate these two pieces in action, let's go ahead and make a Moscow Mule. Now, Moscow Mule is a mixed drink. It is traditionally served over crushed ice, but I have a poor boy's bar here, so we're going to go ahead and use an ordinary molded sphere of ice from a prior product that I reviewed. Now, Moscow Mule has three basic ingredients. I've seen a few different recipes. This is the one that I like best because it doesn't require me to own a whole lot of stuff. So there's three basic ingredients to the Moscow Mule recipe I have seen. The first is 1 part off-brand vodka, I say off-brand because apart from beer and whiskey, I don't drink a whole lot of alcohol, and it's not worth it to me to have really expensive stuff around the house. But of course, you use your favorite brand. So, 1 part of vodka and 3 parts ginger beer. For our purposes today, we will be using Reed's Extra Ginger Brew, which is a particular favorite of mine and available here on Amazon.com. So to the 1 part, let me get the vodka out of my way here. To the 1 part of vodka, we add 3 parts of ginger beer. Now, if, like me, you're using a fairly standard 2-ounce shot glass, 3 parts is going to be about half of a standard 12-ounce bottle. As an experiment, I tried making a Moscow Mule as a double so that I could just pour the whole bottle in undisturbed and not have to dole it out like that. This mug is enough to get a double Moscow Mule in if you don't put any ice. If you put in any ice, as I just did, it'll run over. So we're probably looking at, I didn't bother to check the measurement on this cup, so I would say probably 14 to 16 ounces in size. And the third ingredient, the reason we need our lime squeezer, is the juice of 1/2 lime. Let's see if I can do this without knocking all of my things over, which I may not be able to by the look of it. Come on, don't embarrass me with all these people watching. So we have our half a lime here, and this is where our lime squeezer comes in. We're supposed to be able to take the lime and put it bottom side down in the cup here on the bottom and squeeze, except this is a fairly standard lime I got from the grocery store. It's not organic, it's not jumbo size, it's a fairly standard lime. It doesn't fit in the cup. So already we have a problem with our lime squeezer. To get the juice of half of a lime, we have to take the knife, make sure I don't sever my finger here on camera. We have to quarter our limes to be able to fit them in the juicer. Of course, once we've got our lime squeezed down, or rather trimmed down to size, squeezing it is fairly easy. You can see that I give it a squeeze, juice comes out the colander on the bottom. Some of it stays up here in the cup. You just tilt it over and lean it out. And just to make sure you've got everything, I go ahead and turn the lime quarter over and give it another squeeze, which does give us a little more juice. Now, as I say, we quartered the lime here, even though the recipe calls for the juice of half a lime, so we do that twice. The lime has a pleasant acidic flavor that is less intense than a lemon, better suited for a mixed drink than a lemon would be. Now, if you were at a top quality bar, I would then take this drink that I've just made here and garnish it with a slice of lime or a sprig of mint, depending on your favorite recipe, but I'm just going to drink this while I write reviews on Amazon.com, so there's no need for me to garnish it. Now, if you were here with me, I would put this in your hand and you would be able to feel how cold this glass is. Not glass, this cup, mug. Copper is an exceptionally good conductor of temperatures and other thermoelectric properties as well. That's why most household wiring is made out of copper. It's also good for the copper jacketing on military munitions. So this is going to be, the mug itself is going to become ice cold when you put an iced drink in it. And it's going to keep your drink cold in a way that with a glass mug you would have to actually probably put the mug in the freezer to get it to go like that. Now, Moscow Mule, if you ever have the opportunity, if you want to follow my recipe or you want to find one of your own, it's a mildly fizzy drink and it's extremely aromatic. I have to hesitate at this point because I know FCC regulations forbid the actual consumption of alcohol on screen on television. I don't know if those rules apply to the internet as well. So you'll have to take my word for it when I say that I've made this drink myself a few times. It's quite good. I like the blend of ginger and citric acid. This drink is a lovely mix of sweet, sour, and tangy. It's a very good after dinner drink or a very good company drink. But we're not here to talk about the drinks ultimately, we're here to talk about the products. So this mug is extremely, extremely good for making up a mixed drink and serving it up to the public. I have had Moscow Mules out of this mug several times since the manufacturer sent it to me for review. And I swear by it because the drink stays cold no matter how long it takes me to drink the beverage. It is aesthetically pleasing. It's nice to look at. Very good colors. As you can see, we've got the reflections going on here. You can see a little bit of the camera and the monitor in front of me reflected here because copper is a reflective surface. I love this mug to pieces. I'm a little more reserved in my review of the squeezer because, as you saw, it's really small for fitting even a standard sized lime in. If I can't get half a lime in and squeeze it, I'm having to add extra steps to my drink preparation process. My alcohol is getting warm. the fizz is going out of my ginger beer, and my company is getting restless. So, although it works, I do have to ding it just a little bit because it should be bigger to do the job for which it's designed. So, 5 stars for the mug, 4 stars for the squeezer, and oh my stars for the Moscow Mule.